that sticky, stanky harvest. They show it all organic and nice. If you're curious or wanna grow with kindness, GrowDaddy TV just might have some advice. Come on, come on. GrowDaddy TV, come on. They break it down. Light, water, temperature, and humidity. It's cannabis kindergarten for every grower in the community. Yeah, come on, come on. GrowDaddy TV, come on. Germination, soil mixing, up pots and LST, defoliation, harvest, and curing properly. So tune in every week to catch the magic. GrowDaddy TV. Come on, come on. GrowDaddy TV, come on. Come on, come on. GrowDaddy TV, come on.
Hey everybody, I'm GrowDaddy, aka Patrick, and welcome to GrowDaddy TV Studios. You've made it. Yeah, you have. You've made it to our 11th season, our 16th episode. We're so happy to see you guys here for another epic episode, and it's gonna be one. I'm telling you, I got things to show you guys. We got some things going wrong. We got things going wrong in the tent. We got things going right in the tent.
We got pretty girls.
Yeah, can't wait to share it with you guys. But just for you guys that just got here, hey, we're a journal. I do a weekly journal every week. We're a 4-plant grow here in Canada, where we grow legally, we grow organically, we grow simply. We only add water. It's the simplest.
Hashtag just add water.
We put a little light on them, and we make sure there's air running through there, and we put water on them, and done. We don't overdo anything.
It's a beginner-friendly show.
We try to grow between 5 and 6 ounces, but I have just learned, we were updated, I think, on the last episode, right, Miss GrowDaddy, you corrected me. Our averages in the tent are 4 point what?
Well, it's a 4.6 ounces per plant average, but you know,
over the last 5 or 6 grows. That's of hard, dense bud. We're not counting.
We don't count
the B bud or the B bud, right? We're not counting B bud.
We do. I think we counted the B bud. Yeah, I think so.
And B bud, of course, you guys, is just bud that is smaller, like popcorn bud, or just
a little less dense, but not fucking larf.
Yeah, because sometimes you trim some of the buds off, and you got some smaller buds on them. Yeah, it's just not larf. It's still stuff that you mix in with the good stuff.
Yeah,
and you're perfectly okay. We call it, but we still call it B bud, and we separate everything for you guys to compare to. I love it. I love comparing my grows against other people's. I don't feel like I get enough information from other people, though.
Yeah, we on our yield videos, we break it all down in like real infinitesimal detail.
Yeah, it's easy to give an overall yield of a grow and tell you that's just such bullshit.
Yeah, we break it all down, and we also
to do to people on the internet. It's because you can't see it, and they're showing these big fucking buds. It really, look at me, I'm getting an attitude now. Maybe we just smoked Ruby, you guys, today. Okay, from season 8. Yesterday we did a review on it, and that's what I'm high on right now. I feel aggressive. Ruby has made me aggressive.
Ruby, baby.
Yeah, I feel like attacking something for somebody today. So fuck larf, right? Have we made it there yet? I'm really high. I don't know what I was talking about a minute ago.
You were talking about the weights, and we break it down, and like we're very transparent and honest, and we show our larf.
Yeah. So let's get on with what we do in here every week. Let's get on with the show, and we'll start with the timeline, you guys. Okay, the timeline in the tent this is 113 days from when we started those little tiny seeds in those pucks. And of course they were in the pucks for a week, and then we transferred them into the 1.5s, and they vegged.
They went from peat pellets to 1.5 gallon pots.
Yeah, and you know what? They vegged for quite a long time. I don't know if Miss GrowDaddy throw something up there.
It was an 8-week veg.
It was an 8-week veg. Okay, it was an 8-week veg. Very long veg for us.
Yeah.
Not the only 8-week veg we ever had, but just last grow it was 5.5 weeks. You gotta give the girls what they want. I don't know what. And I gotta be honest
Is
with
that
you.
your motto, baby? Give the ladies what they want.
Yeah, but you got to fill up your tent. I don't care if it takes 3 months. You know, you just don't go to flower just because you hit a certain, week. You hear a lot of YouTubers going, I'm flowering it in the 4th week or 5th week. You flower when your girls are ready. That's when you flower, okay?
It takes so long to do a whole grow. You might as well throw an extra week or something in there,
It doesn't matter. Fill up your tent. That's the most important thing is fill up your tent for
You
the
get
most part.
more yield.
But not everybody is growing for yield. So I take that back for you guys that really don't grow for yield. You guys are growing,
Some people might want just
No, a lot of people. I see a lot of tents that look empty to me. It crushes my heart to see all that light hitting the floor, wasting away.
Yeah, but it's true. Some people can grow a whole bunch of flowers, or they can grow not so many, or they just don't care.
Day 36 of flower. We're just sliding into the 6th week of flower this week. Been through 5 weeks of flower. Everything's really, really looking good, you guys. Kind of on par. I always get paranoid. That's probably what. I always get
This is where you're going to get anxiety. This is where you get your big bud syndrome or your small bud syndrome.
I have some big bud syndrome going on, and that's where I think I let things go down the buds a little too much. And we do. We'll show the buds in our porn segment. Give you guys a real close look. But we do a muffin style grow here in the tent. Usually we like to say we like to call it the Grow Daddy muffin style. Right? We're trying to coin something here.
Grow Daddy's trying to make it a thing.
I'm trying to make it a thing, and we like to call it the Grow Daddy muffin
top.
The Grow Daddy muffin tops. That's what I like to grow. So I like to just grow the tops and get those tops really hard, but get a lot of them. I do a lot of pinching through the grow, as you guys know if you guys have followed, because every episode we go through pretty much every detail in the grow. Plus we have a spreadsheet, you guys. You guys still getting? I'm still trying to hang on to a few guys that have just gotten here. We have a spreadsheet.
You could download it.
Yeah, and it's in the description. Click on it. It's got the last 8 grows, and it's got every detail of watering, every detail.
It's got the last 6 grows.
It's got our soil mixtures.
Yep.
Because I did mix my own soil, which I'm not doing next season. I guess I don't want to get. Yeah, that's
Don't
it, right?
get sidetracked. Yeah,
no, I'm not. I finished the timeline. That's the timeline of the tent.
Okay.
I'm not getting sidelined.
If you guys are nerds for a detail and you like to know how much water and soil recipes and all that crap, get the spreadsheet and you can see everything we do.
I like Ruby. I feel just aggressive enough, just aggressive enough, but I still feel happy.
Kind of jazzed.
I feel kind of happy, and yeah. So if you guys are catching any of this, we did the smoke review
yesterday.
On Saturday. So if you want to see why I feel like this, we go to do a whole. Anyways,
it's a Canucks.
It's a Canucks. No. Just want to see. If you want to see it, we put it on Saturday. Not everybody's getting notifications and stuff, so we just wanted to throw that out there for you guys. Let's talk about our lights in the tent this week. Interesting. I haven't done much with them. They really have been at about 15 inches, using about 280 watts. And these
Which is totally par for the course. This is par for the course. It's your normal light.
It's where it is
in flower. Every
last
grow.
Season I ran
every
at the same
grow.
time. Well, and I also ran my other lights at the same. And that's telling you guys, if you guys have different lights, if you're using a watt meter.
Oh yeah, what kind of lights are you using, babe?
I'm using Mars Hydro FC 4000 Evo. And they're made for the 4x4, and it's a good light. I've been using it. This is my second grow, right? This is my second grow?
Yeah, with them. Yeah.
I'm so high. So this is my second grow with them. This grow's going quite a bit different than the last grow. The last grow was much more...
We always have some kind of theme that's going wrong or right.
And we do have things going wrong, and I'm afraid it's probably our water problem, so we'll talk about that in the water segment.
Let's just get through the light stats for now.
We're hanging 12-12, you guys. Not 12-12. We're hanging 12-12. Here, look at me. Yeah, Ruby's really good. We're hanging 12-12 as our light cycle. Of course, in flower, we ran 18.6 in veg. And at any rate, we're using 280 watts. We're approximately 800 par, maybe 850, 800, 850 par, somewhere in there. I think more closer to 800.
800 more, like 800 in that tent on the left and...
No, same.
Oh, really? But
same.
Really? Okay.
Same, and I'll explain that tent.
Okay.
I'll explain that tent, and our DLI is approximately 34.5, which is pretty reasonable, not bad. That's good. That's good DLI to have in a tent. I've seen some. There's everybody uses.
What's DLI, Grow Daddy?
Well, that's how many photons are hitting the top of your canopy in a 24-hour period of time versus an 18-hour period of time. Because if you left these lights just where they are and you ran them from 18 hours instead of 12, you're going to get much more DLI.
Think about it like calories almost, right?
Yeah. Well, some people would say think of it like rain falling.
Yeah.
It falls on your plants for another 6 hours. Thank you. This is great. Another 6 hours, which gives you more daily light interval. At any rate, that is our lights. But we didn't finish this tent. It's hanging 15 inches, but it's much more of an average because when we get over here looking at the weed point, I didn't get the level canopy over here. I got a lot of buds that have a different height over here. They stretched. Did some weird things. Now, I did something completely different this season when I transitioned the girls. I started turning the lights up really early on the girls, which normally I just leave the lights where they are. They drop in DLI when I change the light cycle down to 1212 from 18.6. They just drop the DLI because I don't touch the light. It just comes on for 6 hours less a day, so they're getting less light. I usually do that for the first 2 weeks in transition. It's what I always do. But you know what? I'm watching guys turn the lights up, and I've been trying to see if I can control the stretch with the lights. So I started using...
You thought that by turning the lights up, that they wouldn't stretch so much, and it had the
It worked last season. I think it did. It's just really...
Had the opposite, but look at how tall these ones are.
Yeah, I don't know what it is because last season it just did some... And we show all these details in the spreadsheet, you know, where the lights are for the most part for the week, unless we're really in transition. So she's got like an average. There's some buds that are getting a lot more than say 800 par, and there's a lot of buds getting say 700 par. I've averaged it to where I'll show you. I'll take a tape measure and show you.
We're gonna do a really in-depth weed prawn segment.
Yeah, and remind me, Mrs. Grody, if I don't mention this because Mrs. Grodaddy did not remind me to measure the different sizes from the light the buds are, you know, in this tent on these girls. You can see these are all pretty level, pretty much within a half an inch or an inch or so. That is our light segment, you guys. Let's get into what we did for water because that's where we got to talk. We got to talk about water.
Where's my
violin?
Violin.
Well, I'll tell you what.
My sad violin.
The girls are all drinking less water this week. A lot less water.
And you kind of look at water consumption as being kind of an indication of health.
Yeah, and this is what I've been talking about. You know, I don't see anything on the leaves, you guys. No deficiencies. My plants don't look like they really don't look like they want for anything.
But this is a heads up. This is.
I've noticed the water drop this week, and I go, what the hell? It's too early for them to slow down. It's just too early for them to slow down with water. So,
We've noticed that around like maybe week 7 of flower that, you know, usually they start drinking less because they're finishing up.
Yeah.
Right?
I think I was overwatering. And I was doing that with the Blue Mat Moisture Meters, experimenting with doing a damper than I've done. I've been using the Blue Mat for I think 4 grows. And I've been doing it pretty much the same way every grow. And
now the Blue Mat is that moisture meter
right here.
You see sticking
and
out
let's just show a little thing over here. At one of these over here.
It'll be a chart over there.
A chart over here, you guys, for what they recommend for the moisture meter to say for the millibars.
Recommended to be like what plants really want. They want to be around 50 to 120 millibars, right?
Right. That's for a nice moist drinking soil, right? And a lot of guys that are keeping it moist with with some kind of a drip system, and they're keeping it steady. You know, where I'm watering once a day. I don't have an auto situation going on. So people that are using the Blue Mat moisture meters and that are keeping it watered are trying to keep it around 70 millibars. That's where they're
kind of right in the middle of that 50 to 120 kind of thing.
Right. So what I have to do since I'm watering once a day is I come in and I try to figure out how to get that moisture meter down around 50, right, millibars, around 40 or 50, about 45, 50 millibars. And they drink enough so the next day I'm watering them at about 250.
Like you're just kind of like anticipating how much water they're going to drink.
There's a swing. And I've been giving them a little more water where maybe they're around in the 30s. And then the next day they're below 200. And for the most part, they're not really drowning. That's why they're not noticing. But they are drinking less water. They're saying, hey, we got a problem. So
we need more air. Like we need more.
We need more air.
Yeah,
that's just it. When there's too much water in the soil, there's not enough air, and the roots start to kind of drown. I don't think they're drowning, but I do think they're having a tough time swimming right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to dry them out a little bit and run them like I normally do. So if you guys look in the description of how I watered this week, if you're curious, you can see the different waters against last season's. I mean, all my water methods, if you guys use the Blue Map moisture meter, which I like, I'm not sponsored by, and I believe there are cheaper, maybe better ones out there for sure that I haven't even looked at. Just saying.
These ones work.
Moisture meters, you can't beat a moisture meter. I love a moisture meter.
It's nice to be able to know where you're at with your soil.
Not worth having a moisture meter in something over 5 gallons. Now,
under
5 gallons. But of course, if you're auto watering it, then you can leave it in something less. But if you're doing dry back, or if you're just watering, you can't water once a day to a 5 gallon. You need at least
You'd be watering 2 or 3 times a day.
You need at least a 7 gallons worth of soil to keep a soil moist the way watering,
just
hand watering.
Yeah.
You would need to actually, for something smaller, you would need to get a drip system. And the headache when I think of a drip system, Mrs. GrowDaddy. These girls are always drinking. They go up in water, they come down in water. They're always so. What do you have to do?
You kind of like to have that hands-on time in the morning where you sit down here. You kind of try and figure out how much they drank last night, and where they're at this morning, and how much they're going to want. And it's your moment to kind of go like, where are we at? I think the auto pot wouldn't really work for you.
It might. It might, because the auto pots. Now we're talking about the auto pot. Mm-hmm. The auto pot you just water. I'm talking about having a drip system, put in. But because you'd have to constantly adjust the drip because they're not drinking as much anymore. Oh, they're drinking a lot more.
Does an auto pot? Sorry, maybe I'm mixed up.
Auto pot, you water from the bottom, and you have a reservoir, and they just suck it up from the bottom. That's in an auto pot.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's
somebody
never...
mentioned Somebody mentioned auto pots. Great. I see a lot of great grows. People are growing a lot of good results with the auto pots.
Because they would only take what they want.
Personally, I don't even know.
You like what you're doing. Plus,
I like what I'm doing.
You also wanted to mention that...
So many different ways to grow, you guys. Let me just say, so many different ways to grow. Anything that really interests you guys of growing is good on you. I don't care.
Yeah, we're not saying this is the best way. It's just a way to go.
It's the way. Listen, it fits my lifestyle. I'm a frugal guy. I don't like throwing a bunch of money down the toilet for a bunch of things I don't really need.
You also wanted to say that you are bottom watering like once a week or so.
Yeah, once a week, once every 5 or 6 days, I've been bottom watering. And somewhere, now, see, I can't quote
just
anybody.
To make sure it's all saturated all the way through.
Well, sometimes your bottom will dry out on you. If you don't ever put any water on the bottom and you dry water from the top. This is what I understood when I watched something. I can't quote anything.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so once every week or so, I make sure and bottom water, and I don't completely bottom water. I put like a liter and a half on the bottom and pour the rest on top. And then the next day I go right back. So it's not like they ever got hydrophobic or anything like that. I just make sure I get to that bottom every now and then. I don't want that drying out for anything.
You wanted to talk about your pH pen and...
a lot of issues this week in the water segment. I think my pH pen isn't working. Now,
you had kind of stopped feeling... You said you were feeling like a chump.
No, I'm having this problem of them drinking less water. So the first thing I go to is, hey, it's time to start checking the pH. It's time to, I must get, because I haven't been pHing my water. I've been adding my ascorbic acid. I've been adding that, the same amount I always add, and it always comes between 6 and 7 pH.
Yeah.
It always gets. So I figured, why do I keep on getting that pH pen out?
My God, because every morning you were writing it down. You were taking the time to pH it. You were writing it down for the spreadsheet, and it would be like 6.3, 6.7.
I just put the same amount in every time. It kind of comes out very similar, same water. But this morning I tried to pH it because, like I said, I'm concerned. My plants aren't drinking much water.
Check the pH.
What the fuck? Let's first get them on track. Make sure I'm giving them a good pH. Solid 6.5, 6.6 pH. I just want to give it to them, and that's what I'm going to try doing. And I don't think my pH pen works at this point. I might have to buy a new one here real soon. So I don't even think I have a pH pen at this point. It's got an error message on it. I'll have to fix it or do whatever. We didn't talk about what these girls are getting.
Oh yeah, the averages.
Louise is getting Louise is getting 1.6 liters. Last week, she's negative 4 deciliters.
0.4, yeah. 0.4 of a liter.
0.4 of a liter. She's okay.
Close to half a quart.
Yeah, it's a lot. And this is way before they should be slowing down and drinking. They should still be drinking. They should have been adding more, and they're adding less. Same thing with Colette. She's at 2.2 still, but that's 4 less deciliters than last week. And over here, Chantal's drinking 2.2 liters, and that's 2 deciliters less. And Marie, she's at 2 liters, drinking 2 deciliters less. So they're all drinking less. So yeah.
We're like, girls, how are you going to go big and strong if you won't drink your water?
Now, as far as that Risotonic and Azos, I keep on going back and forth every week with this stuff that I use for these girls when they're in veg. Somebody commented and said something about
the special treats.
No, but said they gave them they give them this in flour, right? They're still giving it to them with their water.
They're just enzymes really for the soil, you know.
Needless to say, I'm not. They're just getting straight water like they always get. That's the only thing I've really done different in this grow.
Oh my God, maybe they're like alcoholics or something. Maybe they're withdrawing from their fucking Risotonic.
Yeah, maybe. Because it's the only thing different in this grow, I think.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
Were you putting Risotonic and the vitamin C?
Well, no. Vitamin C is with my water.
I know, but you were putting the Risotonic in the water.
Yeah, and the Azos with my water.
First you were pHing you were like adding vitamin C, then the Risotonic.
Yeah.
So that could have something to do with well, no, they've been flowering for 5 weeks.
Yeah, they haven't gotten any of that stuff for 5 weeks.
Yeah, it's been
I'm
a
talking,
long
they
time.
did great in veg. Well, they did okay in veg. We slowed a couple down, at least we think we did. We slowed a couple down. That was a whole thing in veg. Doesn't really matter. Girls are drinking less water.
We're worried.
But Grow Daddy's on it. And plants are looking absolutely fabulous, you guys. I mean, really, I got nothing to complain about, although these buds, I think, are going to be larvae because they're real.
We'll look at that in the weed porn segment, but
I'm just saying, we'll look at it in the weed porn segment. I mean, don't get me wrong. They are frosted, and they are beautiful.
Just Chantal looks a little, fluffy, if you know what I mean.
And you know what? And they're
she's
nowhere
pretty,
near.
But she's
they're nowhere near
fucking
being
fluffy.
done yet. They're nowhere near being done.
That's true.
They're nowhere near being done.
Louise
we go to the 11th, 12th week around here.
Louise and Colette look all right. Honestly, the ones that got all that light look a little fucking fluffy. But anyway,
stop.
On to the next.
Stop. Okay, on to environment, you guys. So the environment in our tent in flower, what we're doing. And you guys can look back at our spreadsheet. It'll have our environments, what we were keeping everything at. All through our grow in different stages if you're interested or want to know what we were doing in our tent. And what we do is not necessarily the right way of doing things, I would say, because people do things so many different ways and they get very good they get very good results out of it. So we do things differently and we get different results. I mean, I can't believe some of the light people put on their grow. Yeah. Somebody said something to me last week in a comment, goes, hey, I'm putting, and I haven't even gotten back to him yet because I don't even know how to answer him, or maybe I did, but he was putting like 1,000 ppfd on top, and he said, my girls are
praying.
Are praying. Should I give them more light?
Holy shit!
And I'm thinking to myself, they may have gotten stuck there. They may have gone up and dried out and gotten stuck there. I don't know.
No, because that's true. That's what one of the horticulturalists was saying, that when they're getting too much light, sometimes they will pray because they're still actually trying to get away. Like they're changing the angle of their leaf to get less, and also they're at full tilt. So yeah.
We don't really have a lot of praying going on in the tent. Maybe a little bit. Everybody looks fucking happy. We can't wait to show you guys. We're keeping everything at 75 degrees, 24 Celsius, pretty much. That's what our goal temperature is in the tent, especially through flower. We don't like things getting too hot because we do know that when you can really smell the terps, they're kind of leaving. And when you heat up the tents over, say, 78, 79 degrees, I think maybe you have a standard chance of maybe
melting or exploding your trichomes.
Yeah, we've noticed a difference looking at our trichomes because we'll look at them with a microscope. And we think keeping we'll be doing that soon, right? We'll begin some
trichome porn.
Yeah, when they start getting close. I mean, you're not going to see much now, but
so the trichome, just in case we do have beginners, trichomes are those little, sort of liquid-filled balloon-like
little mushroom sacks.
things. Yeah.
You can see them with a jeweler's loupe or a microscope.
And they hold the terpenes, and the terpenes is those volatile oils that, provide the smell and the taste and, the drugs.
Well, and you want to take care of those, right? So keeping the temperatures down and our humidity, we're trying to keep we're trying to keep it around 50. I think I'm shooting for 50, 55, but really shooting for 50 and hitting 50.
I think
we're pretty much around 50.
For the rest of this grow, you're going to be going 75 degrees Fahrenheit as a goal. What is that for Celsius?
It's 24 Celsius.
24 Celsius.
And 50 to 55 RH.
Yeah, and just steady as she goes, right up to the end, right?
Yeah, there's a chart right over here. It's a VPD chart, you guys, that we pass around. And let me tell you what, it's easy to read. On the bottom, it's colored and coordinated. Can't get any easier. You've got your temperatures and then your humidity on the side or whatever it is, and you color coordinate right to where you need to be in your environment, and you'll get photosynthesis.
Get that sweet spot.
You'll hit sweet spot of photosynthesis. And we will all be trying to do different things because we're in different climates, right? You'll be in the desert, trying to keep the heat down and turn the air conditioner on, which is causing heat. So you're using a humidifier.
Oh man, it's so funny how devices can totally work against each other.
They all do. We work more temperate. Hopefully all we have to do is open up a door. But during the winter, when it's extremely cold, especially when the plants are really young, I will have a heater and have to turn up the heater, and the heater
dehydrates.
Right, and they want high humidity, so you have to bring in we all have our own struggles and our own tents.
Yeah.
So this chart will help you
figure out your own.
I have learned though.
Frickin' thing.
I have learned though the plants will grow much faster, especially when vegging. 80, 85 degrees. I mean, really, when it's really warm. And we found out this is interesting stuff. This last grow we found out too because we had our girls. Last couple grows, few grows before this, we would flip flower and it would take 10 days to see any pistils. And this season it was 6 days.
Yeah, and we figured that's because you had a lower humidity or what was it?
I think it was a lower temperature.
Ah, right.
But I don't know if the humidity too. I mean, I don't know what the VPD was.
We have. I agree with you, Grow Daddy.
And I've also had people argue with me about, I don't care what genetic it is. We grow different genetics, and they all throw the pistils on the same day.
Yeah,
they all do different genetics. So don't tell me, and I've heard this from people. Oh, I get all my girls. They go at different times to see pistils. No, come on. I've had too many grows now to.
No, I'm a witness
too many grows
to
now.
Every single grow. They all get their pistil the same exact day.
And we've seen pistils after 3 weeks.
3?
Yeah.
I don't think that.
No, not
I think
3 weeks. 3 days.
Yeah,
excuse me.
We did. We saw it after 3 days, and I think that was the long, cold, slow grower with
everything was
very
really cold.
Adverse environment.
And those numbers, don't pay a lot of attention to the numbers, but those are kilopascals. And they're just numbers that you'll see somebody tell you what their environment is in the tent, and they'll put up the kilopascals, and you'll look at it and it'll say 1.3 or 1.4, whatever it says, and you go, huh, wonder what that means. Here we'll tell you we're at 75 degrees, about 50 humidity.
Do you know what kilopascals? I wrote them down for you.
Oh, I did. They're 1.34, I think, and between 1.34 and 1.49 are kilopascals. And
see, you seem really smart when you.
When I say that, I don't feel smart. I feel like a sucker. Okay, guys, it's time. Let's go check out the girls. Weed poured time, you guys. Come on! Welcome to our weed porn segment, you guys. This is Tent 1. We have Louise and we have Colette. Louise is our Quebec black bud. Colette is our frosted gelato from Quebec Cannabis seeds. And I got to tell you something. Louise is looking unbelievable. Let's take a close look at her right now, you guys. Come on. Hello, Louise. Louise is our Quebec black bud from Quebec Cannabis seeds. And I got to tell you, she's living up to her name. Look at her. She's got some beauties. Somebody said they were purple. You say they're purple, I say they're black. Black is almost purple.
She's like a black-eyed pea.
Well, you know what? She looks like under an ultraviolet light, she'd be the hit of the party. Doesn't she? Look at those bright pistils on top of that black bud.
It's the contrast. It's so cool.
Her leaves, look at her leaves. Her leaves are all beautifully green. She looks like she's really, really doing well. Yeah. I don't know if she's not drinking. Like I said, none of the girls are drinking a lot of water.
We're worried about you girls.
Yeah, they're all looking fine. This is their bud building time, and I hate the idea of them not drinking a lot of water. So hopefully we can fix that problem this week, dry them out a little bit more. I got to tell you something. Louise, she's living up to her name. She's just going to be a beautiful, beautiful girl. We just want to see those buds fatten up. Let's give you a look at one. Here's one. These are just the tops pretty much. We pretty much did what we wanted to do on her. We didn't trim too much. See, some of these smaller ones are even smaller, not very big. They're all
muffin tops.
They're all just Grow Daddy muffin tops. That's what they are. They're all Grow Daddy muffin tops. And somebody also get a higher view here, Mrs. Grow Daddy, because I thinned out a lot of leaves, on top of her. All the girls, I kind of went through them. I know there's still a lot of leaves, but believe me, I took off a lot of leaves on the top, and I also took off more on the canopy. Take a look at her canopy, Mrs. Grow Daddy, because you'll see that she barely has. Step back a little bit so you can see her canopy. There you go. See, I very thin canopy on her, about half. Maybe the top 30% of her. Anyway, she's looking really, really good.
It's almost time to start counting buds.
That's right. Maybe next week we'll give you a good bud count. Next week. Why don't we do that next week? Next week we'll give you a bud count on all the girls and let you know how many buds are sitting on top, soaking up the rays and becoming beautiful. Let's go check out Colette though, our frosted gelato in the tent. Come on. Hello, Colette. Colette is our frosted gelato from Quebec Cannabis Seeds, and she looks good. I mean, she looks normal. She's got some nice little buds.
Girl.
Listen, we do have she's frosting up really nice. She's got some nice looking buds going on. I grew a couple of them down the stem. We'll take a look. This one, look at this mess here. See this? Look at those down the stem.
Oh my God.
I'm worried about those.
Yeah.
They feel kind of hard. They feel like they'll be okay. We'll see. But most of them, for the most part, they're just the top buds. For the most part. And we do have one huge one in the front that we're showing you guys every week. That's our YouTube bud right there. Now, she's not going to get as much par over here next to the tent, but she's still going to do pretty good. I think here's another. We got a couple big ones in here. No.
She smells nice.
And then we have the small ones. If they're smaller, have a smaller stem, look how small that one is. It's just a tip. But you want to know what? We're giving her a chance because she's going to be hard.
She's going to be a little popcorny type.
That's okay. As long as she's hard, I don't mind trimming her.
I want to get some close-ups of the bud structure, because this is, I don't get into the same kind of bud porn that I used to get into, which is like all these close-ups, but I do like to see the structure of these flowers.
I just noticed her turning a little purple.
Ooh.
I noticed a little purple. She might be starting to senesce. I saw a little purple on the top of that bud. Oh, and here's some purple here too. Look, Miss Grow Daddy, right here. Look on top, get a top shot. Look at the purple.
Yep. Indeedy-do.
So these girls are gonna look absolutely beautiful together. She's gonna have purple leaves. This one's gonna have purple buds. These girls in this tent are gonna look absolutely beautiful. Let's take a look at tent 2, you guys. We got 2 beautiful girls down there. They look completely different than these girls. These girls are like,
different grow.
Well, it's like they're in a different sorority house.
Yeah.
They're the ones, they're just putting in their time in school. They're not really partying, but over in this other tent, we got some girls that want to party. Let's go take a look at them. Come on. All right, you guys, we made it. Tent 2, you guys. Here are the party girls, and I'm not kidding. Look at the whole canopy. Go down, look at them. They're just beautiful. Oh my God, they're gorgeous. As you guys can see on both these canopies, I really lollipopped them up here farther. I took a lot, and I didn't show you over there on Colette, but I did the same thing on Colette. But I brought the leaves up, and I also went through here and weeded things out the best I could. Let's take a close look at Chantal right now, though, you guys. She is looking absolutely spectacular. Come on. Hello, Chantal. Chantal is, she's a Biscotti from Quebec Seed Company as well, and I tried a Biscotti when I was in Vegas from a dispensary and really loved the flavor. Don't know if they juice those buds up for flavor
with some artificial flavors.
Yeah, I don't know about these artificial flavors, but I'll tell you what, these buds are really really looking good. And I like to get out my tape measure and show you something, you guys. Look at this. Now, when we measure 15 inches, and let me just show you what I'm talking about. So we got some buds. See this bud down here on the bottom? That's 17 inches. Okay, that's 17 inches. No, come back and let me show you some. I just want to show everybody some different measurements. And this one right here, 12 inches. Okay, so, and then over here, look, right there, we're at 16 inches. So I would say
averaging
our average is 15. We're saying our average is we're hanging 15 inches in the tent because of our average, and that's how we're doing it. If we had a flatter canopy, it would be closer to 15.
Yeah, this is not really GoDaddy TV style.
It isn't, but she was talking to me this season, and she was telling me not to take a few of these nodes that I normally take. So this is...
Daddy, you let Chantal boss you around. She's a daddy's girl.
She's going to give me some larf. I mean, look at that.
Looks kind of
Look how I go all the way down the stem on that.
fluffy, yeah.
That's going to give me a lot of larf.
And that's because she's a daddy's girl. She got you twisted around her little finger.
That's a nice bud.
Yeah.
That's a nice size to have on top.
Yeah.
Here's one. Did we leave one in the front at all? No, not really. We don't have any huge. Maybe she's not going to do too bad. Here's another long one here. I can just see where some of them are a little long.
Does smell nice.
She's coated with trichomes. She is the frostiest.
Yeah.
Out of everybody.
I don't think I smell that onioniness anymore.
I don't smell any onion. I just smell a sweet, beautiful girl. Sweet little tiny girl. She's so beautiful. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, look, is this a little bit of, what do you call that, foxtailing maybe?
No, they haven't started doing that yet. I mean, they could foxtail, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. They haven't started foxtailing yet.
Very frilly.
They're just getting built, and they're looking big, and you know, just moving anywhere around them, you just get sticky arms, sticky anything.
Oh, I had
you
to
gotta
wash
be really
my
careful.
hands.
Yeah, and watch your whole everything. Those other things. Watch those because you get those real close to my buds. Hey, let's go check out Marie, our Runtz in the tent. I got to tell Chantal, unbelievable. You're absolutely beautiful. Come on. Hello, Marie. Marie is our Runtz from Quebec Seed Company, and she's a freak show too. I mean, these girls are having a good time in this tent over here. There's no doubt about it. And none of them are applying, none of them, when I said level canopy, they said, we will do what we want. We will.
They said, leave us
Look
alone,
at this. Look
Daddy.
at this one. Look how far down the butt I went on this one, Mrs. GoDaddy. Look at that. You see
Yeah,
that?
I know.
I got a lot of those. Look at this one.
Yeah.
This one, I mean, I got a lot of these in here. Where this one's all
Daddy,
the way down the butt.
You didn't
You see that
discipline
one?
these two.
Look at that one.
Oof.
Yeah. And I got a lot of them in the back. Look at the one in the back there.
They're the party
I mean, you
girls.
could just see, this is the party tent. And I'll tell you what, she doesn't have as many tops.
Yeah, this was where it was easy to make that call because there's so few bud sites.
Yeah. Yeah.
That we just, you were like, okay, well, maybe I just let them grow down a little further.
And again, the same way, look at the measurement. Okay, we are at 14 inches, 13 and a half, 14 inches. But we got down here, we're down over here, we're down 16 inches. You know, we're over here, and then we're over here. It's shorter over here. We're at 16 inches. So we got an average of 15 inches, pretty
and
much.
this is absolutely not the signature GoDaddy TV level canopy, but
you know, some plants just want to do things.
You know,
you got it. Now look at these really dark.
Flow,
look
right?
at these dark. We got some really dark stems coming off of these leaves, and some would say that could be genetics, and some would say it could be watering. You know, like I said, I think I believe in these girls a little wet. So I will say that they're overwatered. They have. It certainly hasn't shown on the leaves. All the leaves still look
everything
really good.
looks okay. But you know, it's so good that you measure that
I got a little
water
curling.
intake.
Look, I got a little curling on a couple of these leaves, Mrs. Reddy. Little tacoing. Maybe a little too much going on.
Too much light.
Yeah, maybe I got to lower her.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want those lower buds to get good. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just let the leaves look like shit. I mean, look at these fan leaves with all the sugar on them. Look at all the sugar on this one over here, right there. Do you see that fan leaf?
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking. I don't know if you can see it.
I can't.
Maybe not.
I'm
trying to
getting a
help your
glare
camera.
of the
Light.
the light is in my eye.
That one looks fabulous on the back. Right back there. Right back here. There you go, right there. That's a really pretty one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all gorgeous. She's looking good, but she's growing a little differently with the smaller bud structures going down a little bit. We'll see if this works. We'll see if I get larf out of this tent. This is a constant experiment that I still test the buds, you know, going down and see if I get some harder buds or what I get out of the tent. We're still comparing all the grows with all the grows. I'll tell you what, this has been one hell of a porn segment, Mrs. Grow Daddy. Thank you, girls. You girls have been wonderful this week. Thank you very much, Chantal and Marie, and thank you very much, Colette and Louise. Our black bud is definitely I think the superstar.
The belle of the ball?
So far, but I gotta tell you something. These plants are starting to take some shape. They're starting to get some purple. They're going to start to senesce, and they're going to start to look just as beautiful, if not more beautiful. We will find out, but we've had a pleasure looking at Louise all the way through her flower. She has had black buds on her since she started. Hey, that's it, you guys. That's our weed port segment. Come on! Oh, hey, guys. I don't know why I always forget, but let me tell you guys. Quebec Cannabis seeds, we're using their seeds, and they also gave us a discount code for you guys. We're not a part of it though.
No, it's not an affiliate link, so we're not trying to.
We don't get a kickback.
No, we don't.
But we're very happy to give you guys a discount, a $20 discount.
20%, babe.
Not a $20 one? That's a good thing you
Depends on how much you spend, I guess.
20%. And I don't know about you, but I never saw any real good sales. Anyways, 20% is a lot. Quebec Cannabis seeds, you guys, just put in Grow Daddy in the code. We can't put anything.
It's a discount code, Grow Daddy.
We can't link that because we will get shut down on YouTube for that.
YouTube will kick our ass off its platform.
And maybe that's why you don't see a lot of discount codes for seeds.
Maybe.
But we're 20% discount. That's really cool. And if you guys are, hey, mention in the comments. I would like to know if anybody uses it. You know, if anybody, because we don't get notifications of it being used. I'm just curious. Is anybody using it? Are people getting the seeds?
And plus that, like you guys, I mean, I'm not here to do a real infomercial, but oh my God, that Quebec black bud.
Yeah, that's theirs too. That's Quebec Cannabis Seeds black bud. So that's actually their genetics.
I would just grow that recreationally. If only we could have 120 plants, that's what I'd be growing in my back and all over my yard.
The growy looks fabulous. I do feel good. Ruby has made me feel pretty good for the show. But to be quite honest with you guys, when Ruby starts to wear off, I get a lot of anxiety about. I get a lot of anxiety about larf, and I'm looking.
Well, no, we'll talk about that next week, okay, sweetie?
No, okay. Well, we've already talked about it, Mrs. Grow Daddy.
Yeah, we've already
talked about it. Love you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Catch our review show on Saturdays if you're missing it. We do have a review of everything we grow. We have a review of, and we're doing a smoke review every Saturday. It's kind of cool.
I don't like to promise it, but we're
trying. We're shooting.
We're shooting to do it every Saturday morning.
So
make it a thing.
Yeah, check it out. It's where we pregame. It's kind of funny because it's where we pregame for. You know, we're going to film our Sunday episode, so it's the same day, but we've broken it down into 2 videos, and somehow. We hope maybe this will help with getting more subscribers. Speaking of which, love you guys. Without you guys, there's no us guys.
I know, right? Thank you so much, Chromies. Yeah. We love you guys.
We look forward to Sundays more than you do. I think we do because we get all the comments and all the love, and we feel it, you guys. Thank you again, you guys. You guys make this fun, and you make us want to do this. Love you guys. We'll see you next week. Come on. You ready? Season 16.
Yeah, we're on.
Okay. Hello, Louise. Louise is our Quebec cannabis. Quebec. Let me tell you again. Can you say it again? Guitar.
Your guitar?
Yeah.
Is that your guitar? Does it make you feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Your security blanket?
Yeah. Hello, Louise. Louise is our Quebec black bud from. Let me show you again. Okay, here we go again. You guys.
No, wait.
Ruby got me really high. What am I waiting for?
Okay. Why don't you just run?
Okay.
You just finished BPD.
Did I? Okay, guys, let's go. Okay, guys. Okay. Hello, Louise. Louise is our black. God damn it. Let's do it again. Come on. Get that fucking camera back on.
Killing me.
Hello. This tent really stretched a lot. I don't know what I was going to talk about. I just run a bud management.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay, let's go check out weed porn. You guys.
No, wait.
Ruby got me really high. Woo! Yeah! Come on! That was it. That was it.